What if the orcs in Warcraft 3 are fighting more than just their enemies? There are many themes in the different campaigns of Warcraft 3, but one of the most interesting ones is the tale of Grom Hellscream and his Warsong clan, and their addiction to the power granted to them by the Burning Legion, and how their story mirrors the struggle of real-life addictions. Hi, I'm Alex, and I make video games. I also do plenty of videos like this one where I discuss storytelling in video games. If you're interested in that kind of content, then please consider subscribing. The history of the orcs is marred by corruption and enslavement. Once a proud and noble race, they were manipulated and tainted by the Burning Legion, turning them into brutal conquerors. But under the leadership of Thrall, a new vision emerged, one of redemption and honor. Thrall sought to restore the orcs' dignity and lead them away from their dark past. But not all orcs thought the same way as Thrall did. Many clung to their old ways, as we see in the human campaign. I may be taking a big leap here, but it seems to me that the story of the orcs in Warcraft up until this point has been a story that I can only really compare to one of addiction. This theme is echoed in other aspects of the Warcraft universe, such as the High Elves' reliance on the Sunwell. The Orc Campaign in Warcraft 3 can be seen as a metaphor for healing and moving on from addiction. But as with many real-life struggles, relapse is a constant threat. Enter Grom Hellscream. Grom had once been a powerful warrior who had played a huge role in Warcraft 2 and embraced the power given to him by the Burning Legion. But in Warcraft 3, he just wants to be free, to see his people free, and ultimately to live up to Thrall's vision of their future. But to me, his most impressive transformation will always be how he dropped his voice about 12 octaves between games.
Tell me what to do! Welcome to my nightmare!
Thrall, the blood haze has lifted.
In Chapter 5, The Hunter of Shadows, we witness a critical moment in the Orc Campaign. Grom Hellscream and his Warsong clan are outmatched by the Night Elves, led by the demigod Cenarius. Desperation mounts as the orcs struggle to find a way to defeat their seemingly invincible foes. The mission objectives are clear: defeat Cenarius and secure victory for the orcs. But as Grom and his warriors find themselves cornered, a dark temptation arises. There is a demonic fountain nearby that offers power, but at a grave cost. Not only is this great narratively, but it's just fantastic game and level design. When the mission begins, you have 4 bases, and within the first few minutes of the mission, 3 of those bases are completely overrun and destroyed by the Night Elves, and they are relentless. If you're not prepared, they will move into your final base and demolish it. So as soon as the level begins, you need to move fast to prepare your defenses. Once you've defeated the first wave of enemies, you have some time to prepare yourself before the next wave. The pressure is on, and the quest to find the fountain is revealed. And because of this pressure, knowing that this fountain will likely aid in your victory, it's the obvious choice, which really puts us into Grom's shoes. In a moment of desperation, Grom drinks from the demonic fountain, gaining the power needed to defeat Cenarius. This act, however, is a betrayal of Thrall's vision and a step back into darkness. The transformation that follows is a pivotal point in the campaign, highlighting Grom's internal struggle and the heavy burden of his choice. The mission becomes significantly easier when we transform into the Fel Orcs, giving us a bit of a power fantasy feeling, which helps us understand what Grom is feeling and why he and his clan struggle with this addiction. But an interesting thing happens, and that is after this mission is over, we don't play as Grom again. Instead, we go back to see the story from Thrall's perspective, inevitably running into Grom and his clan at the end as villains. Thrall, seeing what has happened, states that this is a dire situation, that if he can't help Grom, the orcs may be damned for all time. The mission is to free Grom from the demon's influence. You have to capture him in a soul gem and bring him back to Jaina to be cleansed, and after a long fight with the Fel Orcs, we do. Grom's journey is marked by his inner conflict and eventual realization of the consequences of his actions. Once he is cleansed, he feels sorrow for having fallen prey to his addiction once again, and he and Thrall set off to fight Manaroth. And although I haven't mentioned him yet, Manaroth is an important part of the story. Manaroth, the pit lord who originally enslaved the orcs, represents the embodiment of addiction. His blood, much like an addictive substance, initially offers great power, but ultimately leads to enslavement and destruction. It is his blood that taints the fountain in Chapter 5 and gives the orcs their power. The orcs' repeated succumbing to Manaroth's influence parallels the cycle of relapse and addiction, which happens to me every time I drink a cup of coffee. Grom's final battle against Manaroth symbolizes the ultimate struggle to overcome this. His victory is not just a personal redemption, but a liberation for all orcs. Manaroth is the ultimate antagonist whose defeat is pivotal for the orcs' redemption and freedom, marking a significant turning point in their story. Grom's final act of destroying Manaroth and breaking the orcs' demonic curse serves as his redemption, but not just for him, for all his people, and in a strange way, for us too. Thrall's reaction to Grom's fall and ultimate redemption is profound. As a leader, Thrall embodies the very essence of honor and virtue, maintaining the orcs' integrity despite their troubled past. Grom's redemption, witnessed by Thrall, solidifies the campaign's message of hope and renewal, and in a way, gives us a map of navigating issues like these for ourselves, and shows us there's a brighter future for us too. Well, that's about it. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of redemption in WarCraft 3. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Until next time, stay honorable, and may your path be ever virtuous.